It's Monday morning. It is 8:41 in the morning. This is a storage room right now, essentially, because I am packing and acquiring things for the baby. So anyway, I'm gonna take a sip of my decaf, which you saw me make. You saw me make this like an hour and a half ago, and I've been all over the place. I started working. I have to work in like 3-4 minutes. I'm so tired, and I'm regretting not putting a regular shot of espresso in there today. I did not read at all this weekend. My plan was to do a reading vlog and all this stuff, but then life happened and plans changed, and I really didn't have a ton of time to read because Saturday I spent a ton of time like cleaning my closet out and, you know, doing things like that. And then I started that little baby thing for the baby, of like through pregnancy, and then I want to do it like through his first year if possible, or like until we can like fill out the book. And then yeah, so I didn't read anything. Hopefully this week I'll get some reading done, but look, I'm also in school, so I have to be like realistic with my time. So yeah, but anyway, I'll see you all later. Hopefully I can do some reading today. I might have to get an audiobook or something like that because I just really miss reading. I think I just really miss physically reading, like either Kindle or physical books. Like audiobooks, I don't know. So I'm so tired, if you can't tell. I've been up for an hour and a half, no, 2.5 hours. I really wish I could just like crack open an Alani and call it a day, but you have to watch your caffeine intake when pregnant, so can't do that. I mean, you can have caffeine, you just can't have, they recommend not more than 200 milligrams caffeine, and I think I stick about around 100 per day. And I don't even start my day with caffeine. So I'm tired. And I might have to take a nap today, which I don't normally do. So, well, I like rest for a little bit, but I don't like nap. Also, I'm trying to get my like hospital situation figured out. It's like a whole thing in and of itself, but anyway, I'm gonna do this and then I'll check in later. I don't know why I'm here. Checking my blood pressure. Checking out Lumen. There's so many issues today. I'm tired. This angle is terrible, but I needed to. Oh my gosh, she just keeps kicking me in the bladder, making me have to pee. Okay, so I am going to read one or both of these, not all tonight, but I'm going to at least start. Well, one of them technically I have already started on my Kindle. The other one, not so much. The other one have not started at all. So we're gonna do a thing. We're gonna read them. I feel like one of them might give me too much anxiety. I already have enough of that as it is. So I'll show you. The first one, Verity by Colleen Hoover. This one I have started. I'm not very far. I'm gonna check how far I am. Okay, so I think I'm about page 28. So I'm on chapter 2. Yeah, I'm in chapter 2 of Verity. I started it on my Kindle like a while ago, like maybe a month ago. And I think I just want to read this because I know the movie's coming out, but I think I might. I'm kind of in the mood for something cutesy and fun. So even though I've started this and I think it would be a pretty quick read, I am nervous about the anxiety with which I will have once I finish this book. It is 314 pages, which I do think I could finish within a week for sure. But given my day, given my current level of anxiety, given my current level of exhaustion, I am also contemplating reading another book, which I have not read a book by this author in a while, because I have mixed opinions about her books. I'm not gonna lie to you. I know some people might hate that, but I have mixed opinions. I'm excited to see what the movie that is coming out will be about. But anyway, it says this is a young adult debut, so I'm kind of hoping that it's like more cutesy and sweet than anything. But it's Check and Mate by Ali Hazelwood. So I've not read this book, obviously. I read The Love Hypothesis and like one other book from her, but I cannot, off the top of my head, I cannot remember the other one. Soulmate Equation is Christina Lauren. So don't remember, but these are the two. I think I might read a little bit of this and then pick this up. So we'll see. I also need to like spend some time updating my Goodreads, because sometimes I'll start a book on Kindle and then I delete it from my Kindle library, and then my Goodreads list says I'm in the middle of like 15 books, which sometimes is accurate, but I'm just gonna maybe put on a YouTube video, go through my Goodreads really quick, and then pick this up, and read a couple chapters, see where I'm at. Honestly, just thinking about reading this book gives me anxiety, so I think I'm just gonna finish chapter 2 and then we're gonna move on. So yeah, that's the plan. It's like 9 o'clock and I just started reading this book. I have mixed thoughts. I just skimmed some of the like non-spoilery reviews, and just the first line of the book makes me feel like maybe this is not actually young adult. It may be marketed as a young adult, but I don't think it actually is a young adult. So we'll see, but I'm gonna start it. I'm gonna try and read it. I also got distracted by trying to peel off literally every single one of my nails, and I did. So that took about an hour. Baby's moved in and he's wiggling. He does that a lot. So I'm gonna just read and probably talk to my guy soon. I'll update tomorrow, I think. Update. I've changed my mind. I don't really like it. I don't know if my book tastes can be trusted right now, just because I don't really like real world stories right now, but I like things that are a little bit more fantastical, or like there's no like real reality to it, even if it is like here and now, not like a fantasy world. I also just like don't really care about like post high school kids that are like struggling with sexuality, and I don't know, like maybe that's insensitive, but like I have a lot of things going on in my life, and like reading about that right now, I don't really care. So I'm gonna DNF right now. I'm gonna pick up Verity. Hello, it's Wednesday. I cannot remember last time I vlogged, but I got this new drink. It's just 2 shots of decaf espresso over ice with some half and half, some non-fat milk. I asked for a cold foam for them to line the cup with caramel and for a little bit of caramelized too. So it's gonna be a little sweet, I think. I'm a little bit regretting all the caramel I asked and the sweet cream, but it was only $5.50. So this compared to some of the other beverages is pretty nice. And then I also got a lemon loaf and the red pepper egg white bites. But I need to try this because it looks amazing. I've also been making a lot of my coffees at home, so it's like really hard to... Oh my gosh. That's like a decaf caramel frappuccino. You can like still really taste the coffee. Wow, okay. This might be my new favorite drink. It doesn't taste decaf, so I'm a little nervous. I'm gonna take a couple sips of it, and if I start to feel it's because it's not decaf. We'll see. But honestly, flavor-wise, 10 out of 10. I literally did this. I watched the TikTok the other day of this chick saying like, just do iced espresso, and then you can like get a cheaper drink, and she's not wrong. Normally, I would get like a venti of something, or even like their iced coffees or their cold brews or whatever are so expensive. So if you're looking for something a little bit cheaper, maybe just do the iced espresso, and then you just customize, and it's really easy. If you like iced drinks, I love me an iced beverage. So, well, I really hope this is actually a decaf because I'm very scared if it's not. I've been reading Verity. I am, I think, at 40%, and I think I'm gonna spend my drive. I'm gonna do the book on audio or on Spotify if they have it on Spotify, and I'm gonna pick it up because it's really good. I'm really into it, and I would really like to finish a book. My goal this year for books was 20 books, which in the grand scheme of things, may seem like a lot, or it may seem like not a lot compared to you and your reading and all that. But for me, 20 books normally would be super achievable, but because of all the other things that I have going on, 20 books is a bit of a goal. And especially now that we're in May and I've only read 4 books, I gotta pick it up. And I'm also looking for quality over quantity. So I'm not just trying to like read books to get books done. I would really like very quality books this year. So far, actually I don't even really remember all the books I've read this year. So I'm starting to suspect that this does not have decaf in it. And if that's true, I just can't have any caffeine for the rest of the day. Well, I guess we'll find out. But anyway, I've been reading Verity, and I really enjoy it. It's so eerie, but like I'm not, like I thought I was going to be super, super anxious going into the book, but I'm really not. My sister said that I should be able to guess the ending by chapter 5. I'm on chapter 11, and I think I kind of know what's going to happen. I have my suspicions, but obviously I won't know till I finish. I don't know, it's kind of eerie, kind of weird, but good. So I think I'm going to get it on Spotify and listen to it for a little bit while I drive into work. I'm on chapter 22. This is crazy. This is actually insane. I have 35 more pages left. I'm gonna power through. Did get the audiobook, yeah, on Audible. Had to re-up my Audible subscription, but whatever. Just means I get another book next month or whatever. I'm like antsy for what's gonna come next, but also very intrigued at the same time. So I do also have to go to the bathroom because this baby keeps jumping on my bladder. So I might take a quick little break, go to the bathroom, reposition, and then get back to it. I'm gonna finish this in the next 10 to 15 minutes. I'm gonna speed read, but yeah, it's good. So I finished Verity, and I'm gonna give this 3.5 stars. You just saw, I was so excited for the ending. I'm a little let down. But nonetheless, it was intriguing. It was so captivating. It really captured my attention the last 24 hours, I will say. I did start this book at the end of April, so I didn't like fully read it in the past 24 hours or 48 hours even, but I think I was only maybe 10% of the way through when I picked it back up again the other day, and it did keep my attention, you know. It was a good thrillery novel, and we love that. Okay, so I'm very, very happy that I picked this book up to just get me back into reading again. But I will add the disclaimer that I don't think this is appropriate for teens and below. I'm not gonna lie, this is not a child-friendly book, I will say that. But the way stuff like that is written about in this book does actually serve a purpose later on in the book, so I will say that. But again, not for kids. Anyway, did like it. But at least that's one book from my May TBR that's done. Now I have 4 other books on my TBR. I might add in one more that I actually DNF'd the other day. But we'll see. So I'm gonna just sit here. I'm gonna work on my reading journal, which I haven't done in literally forever. A lot of pages for my physical TBR that I need to just glue in here or something. But anyway, I'm gonna do my reading journal a little bit, and then I'm going to just watch YouTube and go lay in bed in a little bit and start another book. So see you later. Hi, hello, good morning. It's Thursday. I wanted to give you a little book update. I am 31% of the way through Beach Read. It's chapter 11. I'm not reading it in my car, it's on audio right now. I do have the physical book at home. But I don't know why, but the main character, Gus, kind of gives me the ick. I love our female main character. I don't know what it is about Gus. He just gives me the ick, kind of. Like, I don't think he's very romantic. I don't think he's very mysterious. I don't get it. I don't really have anything else to say. I just wanted to give an update that I just don't get it. I don't really get the love people have for this book, and maybe it comes later, I don't know, but I'm 31% of the way through, and I don't understand. I feel like I need to give it a little more time. I soft DNF'd it a while back, and I picked it back up, and I do remember a lot of the things that had happened, so I don't know. I'm gonna keep driving. I have another 20-ish minutes of my drive, so I'm gonna keep listening to Book Lovers by Emily Henry, and I'll update you later today. Hi, good morning. You may be wondering, where are my glasses? They're on my eyeballs because I decided to wear contacts today, which I haven't done in a really long time. So we'll see how it goes. If halfway through the day I need to take them out, I'm going to take them out. I don't think I updated you, but I did start again. I restarted Book Lovers. I didn't start from the beginning because I remembered what happened, but I restarted reading Book Lovers by Emily Henry. It's going to put me in another book slump. So I think I just need to stop. Like, I don't know why I try and read books that like everyone else has read and loved, and I'm not feeling it. I mean, look, the audiobook is easy to have on in the background, so I think maybe if I just like keep the audiobook on, I'll get through it. But I don't know, I don't want to just read to read, you know? I want to read to enjoy. And I just don't. Maybe I'm just not in like a rom-com mood. I feel like I'm in like a fantasy mood. So, well, that brings me to, I started the book Legacy of Ash by Matt something. It's a chunky book. It's 800 pages. And you may be wondering like, won't that put you in a book slump? I don't think so, because I started reading it and I'm hooked. From the first like 2 pages, I'm hooked. And I think that's what I love about a lot of these like fantasy, or even like historical fantasy kind of, or like high fantasy, epic fantasies. Like you're in, like they get you from the jump, and like I love that. So I started reading that. I have it in a physical copy. It is a chunker. If I had it in my hand, if I could show you right now, I would, but I cannot because it's back there. But I am bringing it this weekend to my guy's house. So we'll see how much of that I get through, and I also am bringing my Kindle because just love my Kindle, and I got a new little backing on it and it's really cute. I am also, let's see, I think some of the books that are on my May TBR might be on Kindle, and if they are, I'm gonna listen to them. But Emily, the Book Lovers by Emily Henry is on my May TBR, so maybe I'll just try and get through it since I already like said I would do it. But I'm such a mood reader that it's like so hard to, and I also just like don't love being told what to do even by myself. So I'm rebellious against others and myself. It's insane. So yeah, but I don't know. I have another 15 minutes left of my drive. Maybe I should just put the Book Lovers by Emily Henry on, see how much further I can get in that. But I don't like love the banter between our 2 main characters. I get that they're right. I don't want to say that. It feels like kind of like a pretentious-y like banter. And I think that's what's rubbing me the wrong way. That it's a very like intellectual banter, which I think in some cases is really like when it's done the way that I prefer, I do enjoy it. But this way, I can't say that I like it very much. Like, it's just like, oh, we're 2 writers and we're gonna talk about literary references and like, I don't know. I don't know. The Powerball is at 131 million and the Mega Million is 296 million. Could you imagine winning $296 million from a lottery? I think the Mega is $5 per numbers, and then the Powerball is $2 per like line of numbers. Just in case you're interested and would like to win the lottery. Wouldn't that be psycho if I bought a lotto ticket and freaking won? That would be insane. I can't think like that. I can't let my brain go down that path. Well, I'm just procrastinating at this point. I have like 10 minutes left of my drive, so I don't know when I'm gonna pick this up again. I'm sure I'll pick it up at some point over the weekend. I just don't know when. So, see ya. Good morning. It's 8:30, or almost 8:45, I guess. And I'm going to get bagels, just from the store or something. Because last night my future mother-in-law mentioned bagels, and I haven't been able to stop thinking about it since. So I'm gonna go get bagels for everybody, not just me, and then come back. I also kind of want to get something to drink while I'm out. I just don't know what I want. I'm so thirsty. Oh my god, I would have to pee, even though I just peed. The life of a pregnant lady. Yeah, bagels are a necessity. Cream cheese, obviously. probably gonna have to get some different kinds of cream cheese for them because they really like a variety. They like a spread. And a variety of bagels too. We also just got an apartment, so I'm like thinking nonstop about moving all my stuff and like what that's gonna look like, and how much stuff I will 100% have to get rid of. I have to do another sweep through my books to like try and get rid of some things. Maybe that'll be like a video that I'll do of like going through my bookshelves and deciding whether I'm gonna keep it or give it away. The store was busy. I was not expecting the grocery store to be so busy at 9 a.m. on Memorial Day. But I got everything bagels. I got cinnamon raisin bagels. I also got myself a yogurt because that just sounded really good. And then I also got stuff to make my coffee because I cannot be buying coffee every time I'm here. So hopefully there's a little bit of space in the fridge for my stuff. I got a decaf, like cold brew. I got caramel sauce, and I got whipped cream because that's what I've been doing. So I was gonna buy a Starbucks, and then I was like, instead of spending almost $6 every day for that dumb drink that I really like, why don't I just get all the things I need for it? So I'm just doing the math, and I would just rather do that. Yeah, so we got an apartment, which is crazy. We looked at it, and I didn't take any videos because I am an idiot, and I was so tired and hungry that I just didn't even think about it. And so I think we're gonna go again next weekend. So it looks like we're like fully approved for it. So she said we're fully approved. So in my head, that means we got it. So I'm going to, or me and him are going to go next weekend to take a look at it again, just to take some video, do some measurements so that we can kind of have an idea of like which pieces of furniture that I have would be able to fit. So we're going to do that. And then, but we don't move for another, it's under 4 weeks now. So I have to, it's going to be a moving vlog, packing, all that fun stuff. It gives me a lot of anxiety, but I am also very excited to like, because I've never lived with a partner before, let alone I've never had a child before. So this is all a brand new experience. But anyway, I'm like already back at the house. One of my favorite parts about this apartment that we got is, first of all, it's in a really quiet neighborhood. There's a park just around the corner, and it's right across the street from a grocery store, which I love. A grocery store, a CVS, and a Starbucks. Also a Habit, which my guy loves. He loves the Habit. I don't love it as much as him, but he's excited about that. So I've returned. I'll check in later.